Hi, everybody. Mine says live.
Yeah.
We're joining just a minute early. So if you're here, say hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in.
So we were just kind of chatting before about like how our last week or whatever has been. And I know Ruby has had some ups and downs. Me personally, I was having like some, I'm going to call it anxiety about having recently retired. I did a video, my Sunday morning coffee, and it was about the expectation of retirement versus the reality of retirement. And so, everybody thinks retirement is, grape leaves and, being fanned and massages and, Mai Tais and stuff. But it's really, hi, Penny, it's really overwhelming. And it just depends on what you've gone through. Like I loved my job. Don't get me wrong. I really loved my job. If I never loved my jobs, then I just changed my job. Right. So, but I actually had a couple of careers but it was really hard to decide. I don't have any children. I'm not married. So that was my life. And so I kind of like went through this being lost kind of deal. And it's the same. And I kind of thought about it. It's like when we went through COVID, right? Some people lost their jobs. Some people couldn't go to work. And not that they didn't lose their jobs, but they just couldn't go to work. I was a first responder, so I went to work all the time, right? The freeway were amazing, right? Driving was awesome. But some people decided to change their lives after COVID. So now you go from going to work every day. So maybe you're working from home now. And so then you have to fill your time. And I will tell you, if no one else tells you, you have more time when you're working than you do when you're not, because I have zero time. I don't know if it's because I'm overbooking myself or I just feel like I want more time to myself, but I do still feel a sense of freedom. I'm glad that I retired, but there's an adjustment, right? There's that overwhelm, that was my whole life, my career. So, is it going to come my way where I think that I'm no longer worth anything? I don't feel that way, but you never know, because I'm not that parole agent anymore or whoever's title is. So it's different. And I talked to my sister about it today, and she really didn't go through anything that I'm going through. So it's just different for everybody. And I see Self-Love put something about struggling to make. Oh, there's Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
I think that's Soraya. Soraya might have changed her name for her new channel.
Okay, so she's struggling about making a new video or making a video on her channel. That's hard. I'll tell you, I was in Hawaii. I was on vacation in Hawaii, and I was like, screw it. I'm just going to do it. And it was sad. It was gross, but I did it.
You know what? I would agree with that. Like, just do it. And a lot of people don't have intro videos at all on their channel. I know I don't have one. I just started making videos and putting them out, and a year later, I'm still not monetized. So it's like,
well, I'm monetized, but I'm really not, and I haven't even made $100 yet because I don't have the views or whatever.
It's like a very long journey. So it's like, just take the first step, and then you're going to look at yourself and be like, oh my God, I look horrible. I did all these things. And then you're like, you get to a point where you just start not caring as much. And then when you start not caring as much, you're going to do better on screen. And then start to kind of hone in on what you need to change and what you want your channel to even be about, because that might morph too.
Yeah, so, mine morphed. And then I was thinking about my Sunday morning coffee. There's a lady that does her little morning coffees every day or something, and her hair's all messed up and stuff. And I was like, should I come in my pajamas and my hair all messed up? I don't know. Maybe I will show up that day. It's not that I'm going to look, other than my hair's just going to be a mess. But I don't wear makeup or anything, so it's not going to be that much different.
Yeah, I watched this one lady. She always does like evening ones, but it's just with her hands, and she's wearing her like night robe. like right before bed. It's really cozy and fun. So that's what I love about like amateurs. Just
there's some channels I've seen some people pulling with their head, their face on screen, and they've got the robe on. It's not every time, but with wet hair and all of that. And I mean, I've filmed with completely wet hair and like everything too. So
yeah, one of my sourdough ladies that does stuff, she did a video of her coming out like she had a robe on or a towel, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm in the shower and I forgot I had bread in the oven." I mean, it was hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, I think the thing is it's progress, not perfection, you know, and at the end of the day, I think people went through, like, as a society, we went through a phase where it was like everybody saw this like plastic family on their Facebook, you know, and now it's like there's so much talk about like how there's such a fake persona that I think it's kind of gone like naturally the other way where people are like, you know what, like, let's just be real and we're humans, all of us. And we're just here to have community and, you know, share and be a part and, you know, enjoy life and have fun too. It's good to have fun and laugh and enjoy and like not to take ourselves too seriously, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what this channel is kind of like, right? I mean, that's the whole, other than empowerment and stuff, that's what I want, right? The community, right? Because we have a lot of that community with the three of us. We have that community with the other ladies and Ron on the Lighthouse Tapestry. And I really want us to have that place where people can go and they can talk and they can feel free to say whatever they want to say and they feel comfortable and they can vent or whatever. And, you know, and the reason that we made it a membership is because we want it to be private, right? We don't want, like, I'm going to say it again because Ruby laughed the last time I say that. We don't want lottie-dottie everybody to see it, right? Mm-hmm. We want to be exclusive, right? And I think that that's the best way. So hopefully we'll get some members going and we'll get this. And again, we're going to do 2 videos a month. But depending on the topic, we can do more, right? We can do more in the month, right? It just depends how it goes. It's not just going to be those 2 videos and that's it.
Yeah. We'll do stuff on here too. We'll do more lives if you know, you're not able to do that for some reason. But we really like the idea of having just that level of privacy and that level of being able to really have more one-on-one time for everybody to really be able to share more. Because of course, when you do just a random YouTube live, you're going to have to be there with whoever shows up, and you know, and then like Denise was saying, everybody's going to see everything you're saying. And here we want it to be more you know, where you're getting individual ears to listen to you and other people that can kind of resonate, that are on a similar vibration and path. And I feel like a lot of us that are light workers, we're really spread across the world. Morgan's in Canada. I'm in North Carolina. Denise is in California. And everyone who's on Lighthouse Tapestry is in a different state too. I think we're all in different locations. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I feel like sometimes we can feel a little bit alone because there's a lot going on in the world where we're really doing, for the most part, I think people that are watching our channel are people that are doing a lot of spiritual work. And, you know, we may not have a lot of people that are resonating with us where we're at, you know, just in our lives. And I think that being able to meet others that are in similar places and that are all trying to support the collective good and stuff, it can be exhausting, but also you can feel a little bit alone. Mm-hmm. And so for me, whenever I'm able to participate in something like that, and even when I'm able to do things like this, I always feel so much more fulfilled after. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine what that would be like if we could like, get more in depth. So that was the whole purpose behind what we're trying to do. And, I'm looking forward to doing that.
And then also with the membership too, is we're going to have everybody, like Dawn does for her astrology, everybody's going to be able to see each other. And if you want to, you can turn your camera off. We don't care. But, so that we're like talking and having a conversation. So it's going to be as intimate as we can have it on the internet and on Zoom. So, we can do whatever. I don't think there's even anything we can't do.
Right.
We just want obviously respect, but other than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it's a lifesaver for me to be a part of like the YouTube community and the spiritual community online, because, trying to talk with other people who are like not there yet or may never be there, just in the 3D, and they look at you like they have no idea or no understanding. And I know for me, like I'd get home in the evening and I'd just be like, I'd hop on right away and start watching videos, and I just feel like, like I'm around my peeps, you would feel that soul connection. So to actually have like a circle of all of us together that we can come in and just chat, and because some of us might have been like ascension symptoms or whatever you want to talk about, or confirmation. It's just really important, I feel.
Or planetary things happening, like, Mercury retrograde. Or
like whatever. This Mercury retrograde.
Oh, I'm still sending the email. And I'm still going to tell you what I want to say. I just might have to tone it down.
Yeah. I feel like I've been really seeing things, like I'll be reading something and then I have to read it like 3 times because I'm like, it's like, ooh, like you're not, I don't know, like so many misunderstandings, or I feel like I read things the wrong way, or I see things like numbers, things like that. I'm like, and then I get like right away, my initial reactions like, what? It's that? And then I have to really, and I kind of giggle because I know what's going on, or I see it happening to somebody else. But like the other day I was around a group of people and I'm like, there is an astrological explanation for why this happened. And they all looked at me and they're like, zip it. So I was like, yeah, this isn't the place to talk about it. This is why we have our spiritual community. And maybe like you'll be willing to talk about it in 5 years from now.
That is so funny. You don't get it, but you will. And when you do, you're going to think about this moment right here.
Yeah. I had a couple things happen this week where I had to show up for appointments, and then I was just like, I don't like the Twilight Zone. And then I like, as I'm stuck in traffic and I'm calling in frantic that I'm going to be like that 10 minutes late, knowing like, oh, well, they'll excuse me because it's Mercury retrograde. They'll know. And then they're like, well, if you're not here in 15 minutes, you lose your spot, So I had like a few of those moments where I was like, how could I have not known to leave 10 minutes early? Like, I know this, but just, I feel like grounding, like we've been hearing this, like grounding is so important right now, to ground, because sometimes I'll like zone out and then I'll be like, where did the past like 15 minutes go? I just completely like zoned into this like other space
5D
and lost track of time. And, it's been like quite a retrograde. It's over. When is it over though? Like the end of November?
I don't know. Let me see. I have it written down.
Right before Sag season. I can hardly wait for Sag.
November 29th.
Oh, thank goodness.
So just through Thanksgiving.
Because like a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio season.
Yeah.
It's just been like a lot of like, right? Dawn.
Yeah. And then like all the stuff that's happening, like literally you guys, just to preface this, I have not been in a car accident in like 6 or 7 years, but I have been in 2 car accidents in the last 3 days. And the second one probably totaled my 2026 vehicle. So I'm ready for Uranus to be done with me, because that is unbelievable. And I also already have neck problems. So I'm just like, that was immediately, I was like, it was Uranus. And, it's like, I can't believe it. But at the same time, I can. And, there's people that like, of course I'm like saying this and everybody's like, what are you talking about? So I can't believe it. But just the planetary stuff that's happening now, it's so real. There's Venus. Hello, Crystal Rose. Hello, Venus.
Hello, Denise.
Why fire trucks are red? Cool name. We're meeting on my channel tonight, Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot, if you guys want to move over there, if you're not already over here. And then we're going to switch it next time.
At least, like Ruby, when things like that do happen during the transits, you know what's going on. Because if it were me, I'd be like, oh my gosh, did somebody throw some like bad juju at me? Like, is there black magic? Like, who's cursed me? That would be my first initial reaction. But it's kind of just like a planetary thing.
Yeah. It's just shocking, which it is, but it's like, that's what towers are, right? I mean, that's what they are.
It's horrible. And we've been seeing that so much in the constraint, like in the ruin readings. And everybody's pulling the tower cards. I'm just like, oh, like you almost feel afraid to like leave the house sometimes, but
Misty and Penny are both saying that they were feeling drained, can't keep their eyes open.
Oh, that's retrograde. That just feels like, like everything pulling back. Like you're treading quicksand or whatever. Like you're treading. It's so slow going.
Thick.
And
I get.
And today I know I'm like, I need to order some vitamin B12s because I'm like, what's the matter? Why am I so drained?
Sherry says she loves the Tower card, best card in the tarot. I mean, it can be.
I don't see it as negative all the time. It's just something's changing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. And usually with the Tower, it's like something that you've been trying to avoid or put off for a while, and Spirit's like, oh, we're just gonna shoot this bolt of lightning into it. And so, it's not like always a total surprise when it happens, but you're just maybe not expecting the timing or how something happens, but it's something that needs to go. And so, that's kind of the way I view the Tower too. And I had been getting a lot of this week on my channel, I was getting a lot of readings where it was like I was getting the Tower and the Death card together. And when you get those, that combination to me is things are changing and they will never be the same again. Because when you get it like that level of those two major arcanas coming out side by side. And so a lot of things I think are happening in people's lives that it's like, maybe the way that they're changing as a person is never going to be the same as it was from this point out. And I think a lot of people are going through that kind of energy too. And that's why a lot of things are blowing up, because it's not just the way you're seeing the way other people, where you're viewing a relationship or whatever, but who you are, I think is changing in a way that will never be the same too.
Yeah. There's a lot of with all these retrogrades, a lot of reevaluation, like, what is it? The Uranus in retrograde is that Taurus, right? So Taurus is about your values and your traditions and all that stuff. So, lots of things are changing there. And they probably have a lot of things that probably had to change for a long time, but now they're really going to be changing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's good. Like I've been hearing just a lot of people going through a lot of things, and I just try to pray for, and just try to, the thing that I'm finding is just really be empathetic and compassionate to people, because a lot of people don't understand, right? And just to have like a listening ear and to be empathetic.
Yeah, I think that we don't ever really know what someone's going through. And I think a lot of people are going through a lot right now. And there's a lot of people that don't know why things are happening the way that they are. And so I think that empathy, even though what you're seeing, like for me, I'll just use the example of traffic again, because I'm on that subject today. But like I've been noticing, like where I live too, is just a lot more like road rage and honking. And one of the accidents that the first one was somebody who did a hit and run. So it's like hitting the car and then just driving off. And I didn't have a video camera in my car, which I needed. Now I'll probably buy one for this purpose, but it's just like, but when you think about it, you don't really know what's going on in the mind of that person that has experienced that situation. And of course, that's the last moment where you want to think about those things, that you don't know what's going on in that person's life or why they did what they did. But at the same time, I think there's just so many people going through so much right now, and it's coming out in all these various ways of this like rage and acting out, and people just not having patience for each other. And, so I just try to go back into that place of, I can't pretend to know what other people are going through, but I know that just a lot of people are going through a lot right now. Yeah. Everyone is experiencing their own reality. We have to remember that and be understanding that's exactly it, right? Yeah,
because if I wasn't on the spiritual journey, I would feel like I'm just being like punished, or there's bad luck or whatever. And
and we don't know what, even just if we smile at somebody at the grocery store or let somebody go when we're driving, we don't even know that could be like a major positive impact for somebody, right? And I know that sometimes it is for me too, because I'm like maybe all in my feels right now, and then somebody's just nice to me at the grocery store, and it's like, oh, okay. So it kind of pulls me out of whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So
well, especially Dawn was talking about all those secrets coming out with Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio. And the things that are being revealed in people's lives, like people are finding out a lot of things that have been hidden. And so like dealing with those, processing that grief or that emotion or the resentments that are bubbling up, or like the shock, that grieving process when you go through shock, when you find out stuff that's been hidden, and you feel like betrayal, like Scorpio betrayal, digging all that stuff up and like bringing it to the surface. Oh, it's like, it's not fun, but it's obviously things that like they have to be exposed.
Yeah. And I think that it's a matter of freedom. Like, for like the reading I did on Friday for Lighthouse Tapestry was about running like the wind, like the wild horse you are, is what I think it said. But it was about like some things that are happening that are allowing people to be freed up, allowing people to be released from like these self-imposed belief systems, or this way that the family was, or the way their friendship group was, or these groups of people and societal, constraints, like the Hierophant type energy. And it's like, what the benefit of these tower moments and all those things are is that it's an opportunity to see things without the mask. So whether it's a person, a situation, a job, whatever it is, it's being like, oh, this is what it really is. And then that is like the key for the release, because then once you can see that, you're like, maybe I don't want to stay here and deal with this thing.
They say like denial is like a warm blanket, right?
Yeah.
And like sometimes somebody can keep telling you the things over and over, and then until you actually like yourself accept it and like really see it, it's hard, right? Because you can't just go over there and like rip the blanket of denial off of somebody. Yes. But the planets shift, the energy shifts, like to make people see what they need to see. And then Everybody has their own way of dealing with it, right? And sometimes like it's so triggering.
Yeah. And especially like people you wouldn't think, or people you've been with for like 20 years, or you know what I mean? It's like really like, oh my God. And you feel like, how did I not see this for like this long? You know, and it could be small things to big things, because it can just be realizations about yourself and stuff too. But I'm seeing, you know, a lot of like 20-30 year marriages starting to collapse and things like that. That kind of thing, where it's just like, whoa.
Yeah. That's
yeah. And then setting the boundaries, right? Why fire trucks are red, put that about the boundaries. You have to have boundaries. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even just that, for me, like, it's been a long time of me getting to a point where, you know, like I'm in my 40s now, and I'm just now starting to say, okay, that whole love yourself first thing and really setting boundaries, it's time to start doing that thing now.
Yeah.
Actually, like
you get to your 60s.
Like in action. But it's like, you know, like that thing I always say to Denise, tell people, like I've been doing counseling since 2004, tell people all day long, this is what, you know, this is how to put yourself first and whatever. But like doing it in action is like a whole nother thing. It's like really like being able to sit in that moment and be like, you know what? Now is a moment where I need to do this thing for me, and I need to set this boundary for myself, and I'm going to do this because why? I deserve it, and I love myself, and I don't deserve anything less than this. And actually thinking that and actually doing it in the moment instead of being like thinking about it afterwards, that is really starting to integrate that lesson, like for me, once and for all. And now, and being able to stay calm and not letting myself get pulled into drama or gaslighting or, you know, all those kinds of things that people tend to try to do, or projection and whatever. And just being like, I understand what's happening at this moment. I understand this person is doing this right now. And this is what I'm choosing to do with my own actions and how I'm going to choose to respond to this and stay calm in the moment. You know, and I think that like, it's cool practice, man. That's why we're here in Earth School. But but actually mastering it and being like, okay, here's my opportunity. I'm gonna do it again now. See,
yeah. I know, because if you don't get those boundaries in place, they like pop up in a different way, in a different set of circumstances, you know, and
with another name.
Yeah. Just like, are you kidding me? I still have to work on these. I thought I already, but it gets easier. I think it just becomes like a working part of the brain.
Yes. Right? And it's like actually something to practice. It's a skill to be able to do. And I'm like really starting to for sure see that and not let myself get pulled. It's not that, and it's a balance, because you don't want to lose empathy. And then my problem has always been too much empathy, probably. But like now it's like I gotta be anchored. I gotta be anchored. I can't let myself be pulled off into whatever this is. I gotta keep myself in that grounded place and be able to do that.
Well, I know, like in the past, people took advantage of my kind nature.
Yes.
You know, like I gave somebody a hand and then they took my foot.
So
after you lose like time and money and, you know, heartache over that, you start to be like, okay, I'd rather just like disconnect from this relationship or, you know, shift things instead of like, and have a moment of sort of like that uncomfortability than like a lifetime of like, ugh. You know?
Right. What is it that whatever, how many seconds of 30 seconds of courage is all it takes to change your life, right?
And like if you're dealing with a narcissist, they'll sit there and like gaslight you and make you feel bad about those boundaries, you know, because it takes away their control, especially like when they test you and they find out you're somebody who has like healthy boundaries.
Right.
Oh man, it's like well, how am I gonna like play my games with this one?
Right. Well, and so then you're just not the supply they need, and they'll move on. Usually now. So I don't have that in I used to have that all over my life when I was younger, and you eventually energetically, like, they just kind of start to bounce off of you, because they'll just go on to the next thing, because they'll, they're looking for the attention and the ability to control. So
yeah,
some of them don't even know what they're doing. A lot of them don't.
And that's why it gets better when you get into your 50s and your 60s, because you guys are discovering what is important to you, what is grounding you, what is your need. And then when you get into your 50s, you're like, and then when you get into your 60s, you're like,
That's
so
good.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys have so much to look forward to.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And it's unfortunate that it takes us that long to get there. But you have to understand that, women do a lot for other people, right? The female energy, right? That is, you have your mom. If you're a mom, you're a sister, you're an aunt, you're a grandma, whatever, right? So there's so much. And it's just, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to get into your 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I really did feel like I've done a lot of work on myself my whole life, but I'm telling you, once I hit 40, that was when I actually really started feeling like who I actually am.
Yeah.
And really feeling more into my, just my essence, really figuring out what that is. And I really wish that I would have waited to make a lot of life decisions until after 40. So I was telling my 14-year-old, I'm like, if you wait to get married until after you're 35, tired waiting. But if you
it's live and learn, right? I mean, we've all made our choices and decisions and wrong choices and whatever. So.
And I think some of it was just like part of the plan.
Yeah.
It was just part of the soul growth, and it was all kind of mapped out.
Yeah, because you meet other people. So it's like, if I hadn't gone through those situations, I wouldn't have met other people in my life that showed me these other lessons. And then it all led to meeting Lighthouse Tapestry Crew. And it all led to, just other soulmates that I have in my life. And, things like that, where we can always see the negative part, but you don't always know what, even my car accident on Friday, I was thinking, well, maybe that's keeping me from something else happening. I don't know. And so because we don't have all those answers, it's like, that's where the trust comes in, right? Yeah. Penny says, I met you, all my new tribe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And we appreciate you guys too. And we see all of you. I mean, some oldies that have been here for a while. I see Peggy as well. Hi, Peggy. So yeah, and we do feel that. I mean, just all three of us had more new to the Lighthouse Tapestry Crew. My goodness, you guys are amazing. Us being able to come in over the last couple months and really be able to develop relationships with you guys. So that's awesome too.
Yeah, we're
happily single for 4 years. Yeah.
We're getting deep here, aren't we? I love it.
Deep.
So does anybody have any questions? I know we're already 33 minutes in, but we got some time. Yes, the Pointer Sisters there, Dawn. We are family. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
She likes that. Get up, everybody, dance, right? You like to dance, Dawn?
Anybody have a question? Oh, she's dancing now.
Yeah. My new jam is the Fate of Ophelia. I keep seeing those TikToks and stuff, and now I do my little exercise in the morning to that. I mean, I'm a total freaking Swiftie, so
I'm geeking out on the spiritual music right now. I have a beautiful song by Sedha. I think that's how you say it, but it's this Kuan Yin beautiful incantation that they do. And I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's said.
Yeah, the Rihanna breaking dishes. Dawn shared that song with me the other day. So as far as spiritual music, are you talking about more like that as far as mystical type spiritual?
Well, I'm a singer, so I have like an ethereal voice. So when I listen to music, like that's kind of the only thing. I mean, I can listen to other music, but I really like focus. It has to either be acoustic or it has to be that type of like Sarah McLachlan kind of voice, like that kind of. That's what my voice sounds like. So I sing kind of similar to that, but I really, when it comes to music, it's a very spiritual thing for me because it connects me. And when I sing, I can sing like blind harmonies with people singing live and I can just tap in. It's one of my spiritual gifts. So I can do, if I am connected with the person, I can sing blind harmonies live with them. It's pretty cool. So
I think I can sing, but who knows?
I've started listening to Christmas music. I'm such a Christmassy
speaking of which, did you know that Diane Keaton did a Christmas? I don't know if she did a song or an album. So look that up.
She's a good singer. I've seen her sing on movies before. There was a movie she sang on. I don't remember the name of it, but she was younger, in one of her younger movies. But yes, the hurts for healing. I had a friend who told me I should do that live on TikTok, but I am not quite to that point. I've got my other TikTok channel but at some point, yeah, that
I love listening to like binaural beats and like that frequency music before I go to bed. I always do that because I love to clear out and I like fall asleep to listening to that or sound. There's like vibrational frequency.
Yep. I do all those. And Penny sang a Dido and I do sing Dido songs too. Yeah. I have that. That's the kind of voice. Yeah.
Penny was also asking about manifestation and meditating. And I feel like for me, it's morning and then evening. And then there's certain peak times of the day where I find like the crazy mind starts to set in or like the busy mind for me anyway. Like I start getting like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know if it's energy that's affecting me where I start to feel like.
Yes, your job.
Yeah. I don't know how else to put it. Like start to feel like losing momentum during the day. Yeah. So right away, I'll just start like putting back at it.
What I do. That's why I do that music is to get myself back into the frequency. Yes. Penny saying, how do I find my frequency? Penny, I use, the other ladies can chime in, but there's a cone of vibration that you can, if you do a Google search, it says cone of vibration and you can see it. It has like rainbow colors on it. And then I associate whatever state I'm in when I ask myself, whatever that state is, where I'm at. So like, I always try to stay in the state of gratitude or higher. Because if I'm in a state of gratitude or higher on that cone of vibration, then I am in a good place. And even if I'm having a bad day, you can always find something to be grateful for. So personally, myself, that's what I will use. And I'll be like, and I like go back in and I will Google the cone. It's like it's a cone, like an ice cream cone of vibration. Yeah. And if you just do it on Google, there's different ones you can look at, but it'll have like the lower vibrations or like rage and jealousy and whatever. And about midway through, it'll get to like yellow and orange, right? And it'll have like the gratitude and things like that. So I try to stay in that place because even on a really bad day, there's always something. Glimmers is what I call them. And so like with my kiddo, if they're having a bad day, I always will be like, but what's your glimmer for today? Like what is something that made you happy? And
Dawn is a comedian today.
Yeah, that's funny.
But as far as the meditation, you just have to just make it part of your practice. Like when you get up in the morning or before you go to bed or whatever, try to do it at the same time, just so it becomes that practice that you do every single day. Or however often you want to do it, right? So
I do it before I put my meditation on before I actually pick up my phone, because how many of us actually don't check our phone right in the morning? I mean, I pretty much do, but I make myself do my meditation first, just a slow, like I said, that Senha thing that I do with the Kuan Yin. That's there's a version of it that's like 7 minutes, and I mean, we can wait 7 minutes before we pick up our cell phone and check our email. And if you get in that state, you're still kind of in theta. Your brain's still in theta at that point, and that is going to give you a lot deeper of a effect, because it takes a while to get our brains into that place. Aditi is saying, hello, I'm stuck in my old pattern and unable to get over my old pain. When will I be happy and healed? Can you be more specific about what, you don't have to give names or anything like that, but is it related to something specific in your life?
I'm going to draw a soul coaching card just to see what comes up from Denise Lynn for that. I know I see Morgan shuffling too, so. Okay, nothing's popping out but this sanctuary. So this person's alone. I'm getting the hermit vibes for this. Let me see what it says. It's number 43, which is a 7. So that's a spiritual number, right? So it says, your soul wants you to know that it's time to retreat and inner sanctuary. Time of retreat and inner sanctuary, that you can truly hear the voice of your soul. Create a place of beauty in your home that feels sacred and holy, and spend time there or in nature, carefully listening to your inner voice. So that's kind of like that meditation, that practice that we're talking about. If you've been pushing too hard or struggling to keep going, this is a time to be still and nurture your internal world. Draw nourishment from the wellspring inside of you. Think carefully about decisions you make at this time, and proceed with care and deliberation. Retreat and reflect on your heart's true desires and access your divine guidance. So it's like a pause, right? It's listen to your intuition, but it's that self-care that I'm feeling too. What are you getting, Morgan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're gonna come out of this, Aditi. But I feel like this is time for you to get some mental clarity, because I have this wisdom of the Magi. Okay. I feel like what's going on here is you are learning, this is like simmering in this pain. So your emotional being remembers this experience. So going forward, you will invest more time, energy, and love in yourself, and stop giving away your power. And they're saying here, you're good on your own. I have 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And she's the queen of self-worth, valuing herself, treasuring, nurturing yourself. And I feel like you're going to come out of this, because I have this achievement card with completion and reward. But it's almost like simmering in this uncomfortableness, so you don't get out of this healing and then go out and make the same choices again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like those boundary things we were talking about earlier. Right?
I literally got a boundaries card too.
Wow.
Because I just pulled a random romance oracle that I have. I have a mixed oracle deck, and that one says reciprocal lines navigate boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take. So there is definitely something with that relationship that is about that for you. And then I got the sharpening stone, and it says transformation is not only mystical, but it's forged in grit, callus, and sweat. This is from the Oracle of the Rift Walker. And it says, it arrives when change must be carved and not wished for. This is not soft transformation. It's the hammer striking steel, the edge meeting stone. It speaks to growth earned through repetition, discomfort, and effort. You're being asked to commit to the process that tempers you. So it's basically saying, I do not wait to be ready. I shape myself with steady hands. I become through the doing. So the doing is that self-work and that realization, those exact things we were talking about. I don't know if you just joined the chat, but we were talking about really mastering the art of putting ourselves first and boundaries. And for us, it's all come later in life, after our 40s. And so it is, you're being forged, like basically like a diamond, right? And so it's painful in the moment. And some of these lessons, like you were saying, you have been cheated on, and I have been cheated on. So like, I think nothing really can do that faster than those sort of situations where you're being brought to your knees, and in the moment you're wondering, like, why is this happening to me? And it's hard to be able to step back out of it because you feel so much pain and betrayal in that moment. But what's happening is for your soul's transformation.
And you're welcome, Aditi. I mean, she says she feels so light after discussing this with all of us. And this is what we want with this channel. We want everybody to, if you're coming in here, like some of the ladies in here were saying that they just had a bad week or they were overwhelmed or whatever. I can't remember what their exact words were, but maybe they feel better now. And then Dawn was asking what number card was. Oh, did you put it on there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Oracle of the Rift Walker, and it's a 43, so that's a 7.
It's a 7, another 7.
Yeah, number 7, which is spiritual. I mean, that's a spiritual number, so that's about your spiritual growth. And,
Penny was talking about being single for the holidays. Just want to kind of pull a card on that, see what's going on about that. I know there's so much societal pressure that you have to have everything like together by the time the holidays roll around. It's such a human 3D thing. Like how many of those classic Christmas holiday specials where you see like it's so romantic in this, and a lot of people like the commercials where you just want to melt into like watching those like chocolate commercials or whatever, and you're like, oh, I want that perfect family, or that look at those that beautiful couple.
Everybody's cuddling by the fireplace, those marshmallows and nog.
When a lot of the time
doing that, you can only be happy if you've got like your entire family with you, and that's so sad because it's like for a lot of people that's not their reality, and then they're feeling not good enough. Or they're feeling less than.
Well, and we have to remember too that TV kind of exaggerates a lot of things too.
Yeah. So. Dawn is saying doing community service. Yeah, I did that when my first year I was separated from my divorce. I was doing community service stuff that really helped me get through. And I ended up getting invited to some family events, some other families events and stuff like that. And I was like, I found a way. It kind of stunk when I didn't have my kids with me, but you just kind of put it out. Like for me, it's always been about pushing, like, how do I help others in the community? How do I give back? And when you give back, you're getting,
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Penny. I do see some sort of like love offer coming in, or some kind of a I do see like a masculine energy wanting to invite you, and then I've got the Ace of Cups coming out. I've got like Page of Pentacles. Like it feels like but I feel like this is someone that wants to, but you're not really. Oh yeah, messages coming in. Some sort of 8 of Wands. try to get out of this energy. I feel like there's a little bit of like sadness, like there's a little bit of like, oh, like, and we're in that Scorpio time right now where we're just kind of like still in that sort of like sad, sort of reflective time. But I see things moving forward, 8 of Wands and this like Ace of Cups. If it's not Christmas, it's going to be something for New Year's because I'm seeing some sort of bubbly drink. What else? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I somebody's coming in for you. I can see this. Could be. I see a lot of Earth sign energy, Earth masculine energy. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, like very sweet energy. And you know, things can change from one day to the next. You know, just because like we're kind of in this like retrograde sort of like reflective sort of solemn feeling right now, we're still quite a bit of ways away from Christmas and the holidays and New Year's and Thanksgiving and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's going to be like quite a yummy, like I'm seeing some sort of like sparkly drinks and Queen of Cups and this Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, like messages, and this Page of Pentacles, and then I saw also like another Knight of Pentacles. But right now you're like, you don't even see this coming in for you because you're like, oh, like 4 of Cups. I don't know if this is somebody who's like, you're like, oh, I'm hoping it's this one, but it ends up being this one. But it looks like it could be a good time. Does that make any sense?
She's hoping.
And then I just heard, do you have a sparkly dress for New Year's?
And I heard purple. Do you like purple? I don't know. Wait, get a purple sparkly dress.
Yeah.
Dawn wants to know about her trip.
Oh.
I have Thinking of You, a Lovely Thought, Serendipity from the Gaia deck. And that is a number 29, which is a number 11. And I was trying to put the deck back and it says a hidden gift, sadness, an ending, a new beginning. So that just popped out too. So Thinking of You and a hidden gift. So I don't know what the reasoning for this trip is to go to Deutschland, but it would be something special.
Ooh. I got some interesting energy. I got intuitive soul, Dawn. Tap into your inner wisdom and intuition to guide your decisions and actions. Trust your instincts and inner knowing rather than relying on external validation. By listening to the whispers of your soul, you can align with your desires, values, and purpose. And it's about ascension. So underneath energy, though, is about a fresh outlook. So there's something about the trip that is going to give you a fresh outlook, allowing you to tackle situations with new perspectives, making it easier to find creative solutions to problems, and it aids in breaking out of old patterns and habits, leading to personal growth and development. Be open to seeing things in a new light. So I feel like whatever the trip is going to be doing is you're going to be coming back with some sort of fresh perspective or energy associated with it.
She said she's going to go see her grandbaby. And I asked if it was the dragon.
Dragon. Baby dragon.
Yeah.
There's a Tower card that came out and then the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is like a big deal, getting out of your comfort zone. But I feel like this is like, it's going to stir a lot in you that you're just going to be getting bang, bang, epiphanies, understandings of things. Really exciting. Yeah. Like, oh, hang on a sec. I just got another one. Okay. So I feel like I feel like somebody's going to be upset, like see pictures of this trip and watching you. I don't know if you're going to be posting a lot on social media, but this is going to be a bit of an upset for somebody, a spy or an onlooker. But I feel like you're going to be feeling very like it's going to be increasing your wisdom or your soul growth or your evolution. And a lot of clarity coming in. And then the Magician and the 10 of Cups.
Wow.
Like manifesting a really great time with your family. Like, and I feel like this is really, you're going to get very empowered by this trip. It's going to be so empowering. Like you're just going to feel like a greater understanding of things. And like, yeah, very nice. Wheel of Fortune beside the Tower, which I feel like is good things rolling forward.
Yeah. That's crazy energy. Wowie.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going in Germany, Dawn, but there's the Black Forest and where the Disney castle is. They're created from, right? The idea was from the Disney castle there, the Black Forest.
Cool. So, that's cool.
Yeah.
Soraya wants to know about Scott Kelly and Jonas raining. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Da, da, da. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't pull for each of them, but there's something about mapping the way. So exploring the love of these situations is going to unearth unexpected treasures. So one of these potential dudes might be something. And beloved wisdom, love is a choice you make every day. You need to choose wisely. So there's somebody in the underneath energy, though, that is going to be visiting, or you're going to be visiting them. So I don't know who you're going to choose, but there's an unexpected treasure in the choice that you're getting ready to make. And I don't know if there's somebody at a distance, because I'm seeing the maps. And so whenever I see that, I think of like the world card. And so for me, can be distance, but it also can be like online communication and things like that. So I don't know. She just goes, ooh.
Denise. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Oh, Scott is the one. Well, then you already know.
Mm-hmm.
Venus is asking about guidance for the rest of this month. November 4th was 6 years since Dad passed. Tomorrow is his birthday, and next Tuesday is 1 year since Sister passed.
Oh.
I'm seeing for you being asked to open your heart for the rest of this month. Really try hard to let your walls down and trust that whatever's coming in for you is what's best for you. And you're being asked to allow, so opening yourself up with your energy field and taking down walls of protection to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes without realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up. So I feel like this is from your family. I feel like this is from your family. And so interesting because I'm getting the same message from both of them. It's almost like one is from one and one is from the other, but they're almost saying the same thing. So that's what I got off this. When I looked at it, it was like, these messages are really similar. And then I just heard there's one from each. So that's really beautiful, Venus. Oh. I'm so sorry for your loss, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad's been gone 28 years and it feels like yesterday. So
yeah.
I don't know if you're planning on traveling, Venus, or moving. Because I got this journey guide and then it says travel and change of location. And then the number 22 comes up. And then I don't know why they were like, get the animal tarot cards out. So I don't know if you have a pet. And it's really like the animal therapy. That's what I'm picking up. Like sometimes it's nice just to connect with animals more when you're going through kind of, or you want to get a little baby puppy or baby kitten or something. So now I'm seeing like a little pet. Who's this? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Venus said earlier in the chat, animals were bringing her joy. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a confirmation.
It says
a puppy. I'm a
9
dog.
of 9 of autumn, and then it just shows like a lot of relaxing and peace inside your home. So hard to see this. Is there a reflection? And then this is the ragdoll cat, and it says your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. 9 of Pentacles. So this is probably just really like you're okay on your own. You're good. Like nurture yourself as well. Nurture yourself. Let me just really, I don't know. There's something here about also during this time, if you can keep some fresh flowers around you to kind of make you feel a little bit better.
Get those olfactory senses going.
Yeah. Or like essential oils, this type of thing. And it says the journey guide brings the world to you. Anything from a short excursion, such as a weekend trip or conference, to an extended vacation or long distance work assignment could be coming your way. This card could also signal a completely new residence or career relocation. This may be something you've been thinking about for a while, or it may be an unexpected opportunity that comes out of the blue. Either way, when the journey guide comes up right, this change in location bodes well. Everyone has a journey guide. Yours may be a past life connection with whom you traveled a long time ago, or it could be an angel or a loved one in spirit. Know that this entity is here to open up your world. Call on your journey guide for assistance with travel details, then relax and enjoy the trip. Our journey guides, oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like this is a weekend excursion, like a little getaway somewhere that you can kind of enjoy nature.
She says she is wondering if she should move, and right as she was typing that, you were reading the card.
Yeah, that was so weird. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's the universe live in our faces.
That's what happens when we're all on the same collective. That's what happens. And that's why we all pull, like on our Wednesday night lives, that's why we all pull similar cards, and we have no idea what the other person's pulled. And we're like, and I also got the same card as someone else.
Yeah.
Using the same decks and everything else, because it's just, we're all just a lot more connected this way. And the more we are together, the stronger those connections get. So, well, thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. Denise, do you know the date of our first like meeting that we're going to be having with the what do you remember what date that's going to be?
The first live for the members?
The membership, yeah.
Yeah, that's on Monday, December 1st.
Okay, that's not hard to
So
remember.
after Thanksgiving. So everyone, please consider joining our membership.
We have people signed up already. We just need more.
Huh?
We have people signed up. We just need more of you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
And it's going to be just like this. And, you know, you can have a question. We'll pull cards. We'll talk about whatever. Right. And you see how our collective and our community is connected. So
yes. And before you guys leave, can you please like the live and do all that as well? That would help us out a lot too.
Oh, so the link is on I think it's all in all of our description boxes for our videos, but
I'll grab it.
The membership is through my channel, because we have to have just like one person do everything. So there you go. There's the link. And so we would totally appreciate it. We want to see as many people as, ow, hi, Piston. Goodness gracious. He's like, take the leap, right? He jumped up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this was fun. I really enjoy this, and I hope we can get more interaction. And again, it's going to be, everybody's going to be able to see everybody. You know, if you want to see.
Yes, we want to see your little faces. Great, pinch your little cheeks. Very one-sided right now, okay? We need to see your faces.
Yeah.
All right.
So, thank you guys very much.
Yes, thank you so much.
And this is Piston, my old man. So.
Yes, he's like a cutie patootie.
He's so cute.
One of our fur babies. Thanks you guys so much for being here, and we will see you on the next one. We'll also do another live like this in the future too, and stay tuned for that. We will post that information out for you guys as well.
Thanks for joining, Dawn. Thanks everybody
Dawn.
for being here.
Great to see you.
Yeah, bye, Dawn. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.